들어. 뜯지 마. 뜯지 마.
Some of you know him as Ma Dong-chan, others as Noh Ji-wook. But did you know there's another side to Ji Chang Wook that rarely gets talked about? From action-packed thrillers to heart-melting romance, Ji Chang Wook has done it all. But which role truly stands out as his best? Let's find out. First in line, we have Melting Me Softly, 2019, a drama that takes sci-fi, romance, and comedy and literally puts it on ice. The story follows two people who agreed to be frozen for 24 hours, only to wake up 20 years later. Ji Chang Wook plays Ma Dong-chan, a genius variety show producer who thrives on risk-taking. But waking up in a future where everything has changed? That's one challenge he didn't exactly plan for. In an interview with Soompi, Ji Chang Wook admitted that he found the concept refreshing and was drawn to Ma Dong-chan's unwavering sense of duty and adventurous streak, traits he personally admired but didn't naturally share. His personality is different from mine, and I want to have Dong-chan's adventurous attitude and challenge-seeking mindset. He noted, "On one hand, he may seem rash, but I think these types of characters are able to change the world." As you may know, Melting Me Softly was Ji Chang Wook's grand comeback after nearly 2 years of military service. And he wasn't just serving, he was leading. Rising through the ranks to sergeant and even becoming a platoon leader, Ji spent his time away from the screen commanding real-life missions. So while Ma Dong-chan was adjusting to a 2-decade time jump, Ji was adjusting to life back in the spotlight, both proving that some challenges are worth the risk. For our top 9 pick, we have Gangnam B-side 2024. And this time, Ji Chang Wook trades in his usual charming hero persona for something way grittier. In this crime thriller from Disney+, he transforms into Yoon Gil-ho, a flamboyant yet complex pimp navigating the dark underbelly of Gangnam. Long hair, fur coat, flashy accessories, this is Ji like you've never seen him before. And trust us, he delivers. Ji's performance earned critical acclaim, bringing depth to a character who isn't just a villain, but someone fiercely protective of the women under his care. In an interview, he described Yoon Gil-ho as a crazy guy chasing bad guys, and admitted that he was drawn to the character's flaws. Yoon has been deeply affected by a lack of parental and interpersonal relationships, and I made a great effort to emphasize this through my acting, he shared. Interestingly, Ji also related to Yoon's experience of being judged unfairly, noting that actors, too, are often seen through a lens of prejudice. But something that may not have crossed your mind is that Gangnam B-side was no overnight project. Filming kicked off in late 2023 and lasted a full 6 months. And while Ji was busy bringing Yoon Gil-ho to life, he was also making waves elsewhere, starring in multiple hit dramas, becoming a brand ambassador for RADO, and even donating to the Turkey-Syria earthquake relief. So, whether on-screen or off, Ji Chang Wook continues to prove that his impact goes far beyond just acting. For our top 8 pick, we have Queen Woo, 2024, a historical drama packed with power struggles, fierce rivalries, and of course, Ji Chang Wook in full royal mode. Playing King Go-nam-moo of Goguryeo, he steps into the role of a brave and just ruler whose reign is tragically cut short. His marriage to Queen Woo, played by Jeon Jong-seo, starts as a strong partnership but takes a dark turn when his quest to suppress a rebellion pits him against her family. The result? A shocking downfall that throws the kingdom into chaos. In an article, it can be seen how fans were obsessed with Ji's commanding presence, with some practically camping out in the comment section, waiting for new episodes to drop. "You took my breath away there for a good minute," one fan gushed, while another admitted, "I think someone physically has to drag me away from this post." Safe to say, Ji Chang Wook as a warrior king had people losing it. But behind the scene, Queen Woo was more than just another drama for Ji. It was a year of milestones. In 2024, he took home the Best Supporting Actor award at the Korean Film Producers Association Awards, proving once again that his acting chops extend far beyond just modern-day roles. He also expanded his global reach, becoming the international ambassador for a Filipino-owned brand, and even launching his Ji Chang Wook Scenario exhibition, which, due to overwhelming demand, was extended beyond Seoul to countries like Japan, China, and parts of South America. Clearly, whether ruling an ancient kingdom or conquering real-world audiences, Ji Chang Wook continues to leave his mark. Our top 7 have a tie between two standout dramas, Backstreet Rookie, 2020, and The Sound of Magic, 2022. These two couldn't be more different. One is a chaotic rom-com set in a 24-hour convenience store, while the other is a whimsical fantasy that challenges the way we see the world. But what they have in common, Ji Chang Wook absolutely owned both roles. Let's start with Backstreet Rookie. Based on a hit webtoon, this romantic comedy follows Choi Dae-hyun, a kind-hearted but slightly clueless convenience store owner, and Jung Saet-byul, played by Kim Yoo-jung, his feisty part-time employee. Ji Chang Wook perfectly embodied Dae-hyun's honesty and diligence, making him a character that felt both real and endearing. He's very pure and simple about both work and love, and though he can be frustrating at times due to his indecisiveness, he has a cute side to him, Ji explained in an interview. But what fans may not know is that Ji wasn't just drawn to the story, he was drawn to the setting itself. He found the convenience store's atmosphere fascinating, describing it as like the neighborhood's lighthouse, a place where people who need something can find peace. And it is kinda silly, right? Now, The Sound of Magic? A completely different experience. This fantasy drama wasn't just visually stunning, it had a message that resonated deeply with viewers. Ji Chang Wook played Ri Yul, an eccentric magician living on the fringes of society. At first, audiences weren't sure what to make of him. Was he a misunderstood genius? A lost soul? A trickster? But as the story unfolded, his portrayal made us question everything. About magic, about dreams, about how we see the world. Ji's ability to balance mystery and quirkiness in The Sound of Magic was nothing short of spellbinding. He made Ri Yul both fascinating and heartbreaking, pulling audiences into his world. Initially, you might even feel bad for him. After all, he's an outcast. But as the story progresses, you start to envy him instead. His outlook on life, his refusal to conform, his ability to believe in the impossible, it's the kind of freedom we all secretly wish we had. Between the cozy charm of Backstreet Rookie and the dreamlike allure of The Sound of Magic, Ji Chang Wook proved once again that no matter the genre, he's got the range to make it unforgettable. For our top 6 spot, we have Lovestruck in the City, 2020 to 2021, where Ji Chang Wook takes on the role of the swoon-worthy architect Park Jae-won. This drama is a breath of fresh air. Shot in a documentary-style format, it feels raw, intimate, and heartbreakingly real. Jae-won is a man who loves deeply, and when he falls for the carefree Lee Yoo-no, played by Kim Ji-won, during a spontaneous beachside romance, it seems like the perfect love story. But reality hits hard when she disappears, leaving him chasing memories in the middle of Seoul's bustling streets. But what fans may not know is that Ji Chang Wook's casting was an easy decision for the director. In an interview, the director said, "Just looking at Ji Chang Wook's face makes me feel good. He has natural manners and natural sweetness. He's a star, but he doesn't seem to act like a huge star," said director Park Shin-woo. That effortless charm made Ji perfect for Jae-won, someone you can't help but root for, even when he's frustratingly in love. While Ji's emotional performance stole hearts, filming wasn't all smooth sailing, literally. One of Jae-won's defining traits was his love for surfing, and Ji put in serious effort to master it. "I practiced surfing the most while filming. Even though I worked really hard, I wasn't good enough to shoot," he admitted with a laugh. Turns out, even Ji Chang Wook has struggles, but that just makes him all the more relatable. A blend of romance, legal drama, and thriller, Suspicious Partner gave Ji Chang Wook his first foray into romantic comedy, and he absolutely nailed it. Playing Noh Ji-wook, a sharp yet emotionally guarded prosecutor, he brought a layered complexity to the role, balancing intense courtroom drama with heart-fluttering romance. The story revolves around Ji-wook's relationship with Yoon Bong-hee, Nam Ji-hyun, a young trainee he takes under his wing while investigating a murder case. Their dynamic starts off rocky, especially when Bong-hee becomes a suspect in the case, but as they work together to uncover the real culprit, a slow-burn romance unfolds. For Ji, this drama held special significance. Not only was it his first romantic comedy, but it was also his final project before military enlistment. This drama is very meaningful to me. I had so much fun, but I also feel a mix of emotions: happiness, sadness, and a bit of regret, he shared. One of his most memorable scenes? The kiss rejection scene, where Ji-wook instinctively avoids Bong-hee's kiss due to their painful history. Ji admitted he struggled with that scene, wondering if it was fair for his character to push her away. His deep understanding of Noh Ji-wook's emotions was evident throughout the drama, making every interaction feel raw and genuine. Thanks to his swoon-worthy chemistry and effortless charm, Ji Chang Wook earned titles like King of Romantic Comedy and Master of Kissing, a well-deserved recognition from Asian Wiki fans. And if that wasn't impressive enough, he also showcased his range that same year with his gritty action film Fabricated City, proving he could dominate both high-stakes thrillers and heartwarming romances with ease. For our top 4 spot, we have the K2, 2016, where Ji Chang Wook proves once again why he's a force to be reckoned with in action dramas. This time, he plays Kim Jae-ha, a highly skilled special ops agent who goes into hiding after being framed for murder. When the influential father of a troubled girl recognizes his abilities, Jae-ha is hired as her bodyguard, pulling him into a dangerous web of political conspiracies, betrayal, and high-stakes action. While the K2 delivered intense action and thrilling fight sequences, it wasn't an easy ride for Ji Chang Wook. In an interview, he shared the grueling process behind filming. Making a full action blockbuster in 16 episodes wasn't easy. I was pressed for time and had to cut out some of the repetitive action scenes from the original script that might have appeared boring. I tried to show various moves, but it was hard to do in the limited time and place. The drama initially promoted its use of a Matrix-style 4DX filming technique, where 120 cameras surrounded the shooting site to capture every movement with precision. However, Ji admitted that despite the time and effort put into setting up these shots, the results didn't stand out as much as expected. Still, his performance cemented his status as an expert action star, a title not many K-drama actors willingly embrace. Most A-list Korean actors opt for shorter romance comedies, as action dramas demand intense physical training and longer filming schedules. But Ji Chang Wook, he thrives in the challenge. Before the K2, he had already built a solid fan base with roles in long-running dramas, including the 159-episode daily drama Smile Donghae, which catapulted him to fame. Maybe that's why he has an especially large number of older female fans. His dedication and versatility make him stand out in every role he takes on. At top 3, Ji Chang Wook proves once again why he's one of the most versatile actors in the industry, taking on 2 vastly different roles in Welcome to Samdal-ri and If You Wish Upon Me. One is a heartfelt romance about coming home and rekindling love, while the other is a poignant story of healing and redemption, both earning praise for their emotional depth and strong performances. In Welcome to Samdal-ri, Ji Chang Wook plays Cho Young-pil, a devoted weather forecaster who has remained in his hometown, Samdal-ri, Jeju Island, to protect its people. When Cho Samdal, Shin Hye-soon, his childhood friend and first love, returns after a devastating career downfall, their paths cross once more, leading to a journey of forgiveness, self-discovery, and second chances. Directed by Cha Young-hoon, the drama's scenic cinematography and warm storytelling struck a chord with viewers, making its final episode the highest rated. Meanwhile, in If You Wish Upon Me, Ji Chang Wook delivers a raw and deeply moving performance as Yoon Gyo-rai, a troubled young man burdened by a painful past. Sentenced to community service at a hospice hospital, he becomes part of Team Genie, a group that grants the final wishes of terminally ill patients. Through this, he embarks on an unexpected journey of healing and redemption. To fully embody Yoon Gyo-rai's raw and troubled nature, Ji Chang Wook made deliberate physical and stylistic choices, revealing, "I lost a lot of weight and put much consideration into the styling and clothing to reflect the natural style of the role. I also thought a lot about the character's emotions." 2 different stories, 2 completely different characters, yet both prove why Ji Chang Wook remains one of the most compelling actors in the industry today. The top 2 belongs to The Worst of Evil, with an 8.3-star rating. Ji Chang Wook takes on one of his most intense roles yet as Park Joon-mo, a dedicated police officer who goes undercover to take down a massive drug syndicate. Set in the 1990s, this crime thriller blends brutal action, psychological tension, and classic K-drama emotional depth. In an interview at Forbes, he admitted that the series pushed his limits, especially with the one-take corridor fight in episode 9, which was physically demanding. While he admitted action scenes aren't easy, he also emphasized the importance of perfecting the choreography for safety and realism. Beyond the screen, The Worst of Evil marked a major career transition for Ji. While filming, he ended his contract with Glorious Entertainment after over a decade and later joined Spring Company, founded with his longtime manager. Despite this behind-the-scenes shift, Ji delivered what fans and critics call his best acting performance yet, solidifying his place as one of Korea's top actors. And lastly, for our top one, it's none other than Healer. Admit it or not, if there's one drama that truly defined Ji Chang Wook's career, it's Healer. This series wasn't just another action-packed K-drama. It was a perfect fusion of thriller, romance, and emotional depth, wrapped in a flawless performance by Ji as the elusive night courier, Seo Jung-hoo. From the very first episode, Healer set itself apart with its engaging plot, tightly woven character arcs, and masterfully executed action sequences. Ji Chang Wook didn't just act, he became Seo Jung-hoo, balancing the character's cool-headed, combat-ready persona with an underlying vulnerability that made him unforgettable. His portrayal of a man torn between his past, his mission, and his growing love for Chae Young-shin, Park Min-young, remains one of his most nuanced performances. Director Lee Jung-sub emphasized the physical intensity of Ji's role, revealing that there were days when he had to run, roll, and fight non-stop, often without a single line of dialogue. Despite the use of stunt doubles for high-risk sequences, Ji still insisted on performing most of his own stunts, training extensively in martial arts and action choreography. His dedication paid off, delivering some of the slickest fight scenes in K-drama history. But Healer wasn't just about action. It showcased Ji's emotional range like never before. His ability to switch seamlessly between Young-hoo's hardened exterior and his softer, more vulnerable moments cemented his status as a leading man. The chemistry between him and Park Min-young was electric, earning them the Best Couple award at the 2014 KBS Drama Awards, alongside Ji's Popularity Award. The drama's success wasn't just measured in ratings, it won multiple awards, gained a global cult following, and solidified Healer as Ji Chang Wook's best and most iconic series to date. Even years later, fans still regard it as a K-drama masterpiece, proving that Ji's performance wasn't just great, it was legendary. Now that we've explored Ji Chang Wook's incredible acting, it's time to dive into 20 mind-blowing facts about Kim Soo-hyun. Are their acting styles alike? Click this video to find out.